Hi, this is an overview demonstration of the Nubay platform. Nubay is a 501c3 nonprofit that offers an integrated open-source set of software applications that are designed for use by nonprofit organizations. There are three major components to the Nubay system. First is Civi CRM, a comprehensive CRM application and the back-end database for the system. Then there's Drupal, a leading website content management system which acts as the public-facing front end. Finally, Nubay's infrastructure, management, and support for these and other open-source components of the platform. The Drupal menus are in the black menu bar at the top of the screen. Drupal is used to manage user accounts and user permissions under the People menu. Other menu options are used to define public-facing web pages and how they're configured and styled. These include content, structure, appearance, and configuration, as well as navigation shortcuts which can be customized to simplify user tasks. All these capabilities allow you to use Drupal to manage the main website for your organization or as a complementary set of web pages that can be integrated to use Civi CRM with your existing website. Before digging into the Civi CRM backend, let's look at an example of how Drupal and Civi may be used together, something to whet your appetite for the unsurpassed power you can achieve by integrating CRM and CMS applications. First, let's go to a web form page. The menu shows two examples, one for a donation and the other an event registration form. A donation page captures donation information as well as any other data you wish to include on the page. Donations are processed using an integrated payment processor within Civi CRM. You can choose from the most popular payment processors such as PayPal or Stripe, or select another that works for you. Now let's do a quick registration to show the integration with Civi events. We'll enter the registrant's name and select a couple of courses for this person. Then when we submit the web form, it will allow us to select a payment option. We can pay by credit card, or in this case, we'll indicate that we'll pay later by sending a check. Clicking Submit completes the registration and records it in the Civi database. An automated confirmation will be sent by email to the registrant as well. We'll see the registration in Civi a bit later in this demo. Now let's go to a Drupal Views page. Here is a view that shows the registrants for our baseball seminar so that instructors can see who's registered for a class. A Drupal view is just that, a view of the Civi CRM database. Here it shows us all the registrants for the seminar, including the one who we just registered. That is real-time data. Here we can also filter the dataset and look at data subsets of interest. In this case, we can filter by class time and topics. Views can be used for all sorts of data reports. These might include up-to-date contributions by amount, case status information, membership renewals, and more. Access to these data views can be controlled by Drupal permissions and user roles. Now let's select the Civi CRM menu option to go to Civi CRM and see how Civi manages your data. We've now moved into the Civi CRM application. Note the new white menu bar at the top of the screen below the Drupal menu. This is the Civi-specific menu. We'll use this menu to access and customize the individual components of Civi CRM. Each component has many options for setup and customization to match your organization's requirements. Individual modules for donations or payments, events, memberships, cases, and communications all work together. Furthermore, we can see the very many options for customization of styles, layouts, and data management. We'll start with the Civi user homepage. This page is an entry point and dashboard for Civi users. In the center, there are configurable reports, or dashlets, that provide an overview of operations data and common tasks. These can be configured for each Civi user according to their specific job roles. For example, the executive director might want to see major donations as well as a list of donors who have not yet donated this year. Caseworkers might use the dashboard to access the cases for which they are responsible. Any report data can be added to this dashboard page. In the left sidebar, which is also configurable, other useful information and shortcuts can be shown for quick reference. Here we show recent items and current events as examples. Note that our recent registration for Peter Pan is shown here. Contact management, or constituent management, is the foundation for all of the Civi CRM components. Along with most CRM applications, Civi includes all of the standard information a nonprofit organization might want to capture for a constituent. However, among CRMs, Civi stands alone with its breadth and depth of features and customization options. Civi contact types can be individuals, households, or organizations, and each of these can have subtypes such as volunteers, clients, or partners. You can modify and add subtypes to match the type of contacts you wish to manage. Let's take a closer look at a contact. We'll use a quick search box to find a contact we're interested in, George Ruth. We see that we have 3 contacts with the last name Ruth in the database. We're looking for George, so we'll select this entry. On the summary page, we can see all of the common data fields that might be used to record information about Mr. Ruth. He has an unusual nickname, for instance, that might sound familiar. Note that in addition to standard fields, we have some fields that are custom to this particular application. We can see here the Hall of Fame data fields for Ruth. At the top of the summary page, we can see a set of tabs that contain the type of information and relationships that make Civi unique as a CRM. Starting with the Contributions tab, we can see the payments made by Mr. Ruth, including donations, event fees, memberships, and any other payments to the organization. As we saw previously, Civi allows payments to be made by credit card as well as by check or cash. Integration with a payment processor such as PayPal or Stripe collects credit card payments and records them for your credit card account. Payment processor integration includes confirmations back to Civi when a transaction is complete. For pledges, even more detail is available to track pledge commitments, as well as payments to date and a future payment schedule. Opening the Summary Donations tab shows us historical summaries of total donations, recent donations, and more. Under Events, we can see all of the ways Mr. Ruth has participated in Hall of Fame-related activities. Furthermore, we can see that Mr. Ruth is a member of our organization and that his membership is current. Of course, Civi will automatically remind him with an email when it's time to renew his membership. Civi will update the membership status when his renewal payment has been made. Under the Activities tab, we can see all the ways that we have interacted with Mr. Ruth, including emails and letters that we have sent to him, as well as any in-person contact or phone calls we've recorded. The Contact Summary page also shows relationships between contacts. Civi relationships are a key way to customize Civi. Standard relationships such as employer-employee or spousal and household relationships are pre-built. Civi also allows you to create custom relationships that reflect how your organization relates to constituents. Let's take a look at Mr. Ruth's relationships. A common donor relationship is a household. We can use this relationship to examine the Ruth household in full and see other members. Civi allows donations to be assigned to individual donors, households, or complete organizations. Joint donations can also show soft credits within the accounts of other members of the household. Another relationship is the employer-employee relationship. This allows nonprofit development staff to see common links between matching employer donors and their employees. We also have a custom relationship in this case, the team that Mr. Ruth played for, the Yankees. If we check out this relationship, we can also see other Hall of Fame players from the same team. Effective contact management is based on organizing and accessing individual contacts as well as groups of contacts. Civi provides extensive grouping and searching capabilities for contact management. Grouping is a Civi feature that allows you to categorize contacts in a very flexible way and use the groups for reports, mailings, and other common tasks. One group that we see here is our list of Hall of Fame members. This one group has several hundred members, making it easy to select and send a mailing to all of them. Let's take a closer look at a Civi Smart Group. A Smart Group uses criteria to define which contacts are included in the group, and it automatically updates the group according to those criteria. In this example, we have a group that consists of our major donors, defined as those who have given over $500. Civi automatically will add a donor to the group if that person makes a donation of $500 or more. Let's use Groups with Search to manage our newsletter mailing list. We will use one of the simple search options to select our major donors Smart Group. We will select everyone in this group and add them to the existing newsletter group. This is a simple example, but the possibilities of using groups and search are endless. Groups can be combined, searching can be broad-based as well as very precise. You can be creative as well as granular to define exactly who you'd like to target. Civi Mail is a full-featured email delivery system. From bulk mailings to automated reminders and other trigger messages, Civi Mail offers unmatched capabilities. Here's the Civi Mail homepage. We can start a new mailing or find mailings that are in process or have been sent at an earlier time. Let's look at a message that is prepared and ready to send. This message will be used to announce and collect registrations for an event. The setup page is used to create the envelope for the message, including the From address, the subject line, and a reply option. We can give the mailing a name and assign it to a campaign if desired. The mailing recipients are selected using groups that are defined in the database. No need to export or manage lists with a separate email application. We're going to send this message to the Yankees team. Civi even allows you to exclude groups from the mailing. For example, not to mail a solicitation to those who have recently donated, or perhaps not send a second invite to those who have already registered for an event. These groups are the real-time lists. Someone who signs up for a newsletter online minutes before the mailing would be included automatically. No list export or import from a separate mailing application. No manual management. Before we move on, note the ability to use a token in the subject line that references a specific field from the database. All of the contact fields in the Civi database can be used to customize your messages. Let's continue to see how a message is prepared. Civi has a drag-and-drop email editor for creation of highly styled, device-responsive email messages. Blocks on the left can be added to your message and then customized to incorporate your organization logo, newsletter formats, and so on to create attractive messages and templates. Also, note again that you can use tokens from the database for customization. You can even reference recent donations or other contact-specific information. In this template, there's a button, Register Now, that will link the contact to an online registration form. And, when clicked, the registration form will be pre-filled with the contact's information that is already in the Civi CRM database. This makes for a fantastic constituent experience. We'll wrap up now. We've covered a lot of ground because the combination of CMS and CRM offers a feature set and capabilities that are broad and deep. Nubay brings it all together and makes it usable and affordable for nonprofits of all sizes. We'd be happy to discuss your needs. Just contact us via our website, nubay.org. Thanks again for your time and interest.